Hello you guys, what's up, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a very brutally honest video where I talk about my recent weight gain, how much I've gained, how I gained it. I'm also going to be doing a weigh-in for you guys, a weigh-in Wednesday, which I've never done before, but I'm going to do it because I want to start a new series on my channel where I document myself getting back on track after gaining weight back. So my goal is to upload twice a week, Wednesdays for weigh-in Wednesdays and Saturday or Sunday for a what I eat in a day video, which I've done a what I eat in a day to lose weight video, and I'll link that down below. But yes, this video is going to be all about that. If you don't want to hear how I'm going to be getting back on track, if you don't want to hear why I gained the weight, if you don't want to hear the goals or whatever, you can feel free to go ahead and skip to the weigh-in, which I will put right here or somewhere where that timestamp is. But for those of you who are interested to know, maybe you can relate, maybe you're going through the same thing or you have, then stay tuned and listen to my little story. Okay, so for those of you who are new to my channel and haven't been following, just to catch you up, I am 26 years old. I am 5'11". At the height of my weight, I weighed 425 pounds. And in the past year and a half, almost 2 years now, I've lost 142 pounds through watching what I eat, changing my eating habits, and exercising. This is my channel. This is me documenting like my weight loss journey. My Instagram is all about it, all that good stuff. Get into it. So the highest that I ever was 425, and the lowest that I ever weighed was 280 pounds. That is no longer the case. I am no longer 280 pounds. And it's so sad. I've been in a plateau now for a few months, since November. So that would be November, December, January, February now. So like 3 months I've been in a plateau. I've never been in a plateau this long before. I've only been in a plateau for like 1 or 2 months. This is 3 months. At my lowest, I was 280. If I was on track doing what I was supposed to do, I should be at 260 right now, and I'm not. So yeah, time to fix that around. So the lowest that I weighed was 280, and the last time that I weighed myself, which was approximately January the 19th, I was 288 pounds. So I gained weight. It's not a significant amount of weight. It's not like anything that would make me like hide in a corner and cry and like beat myself up about it. It's nothing that isn't easily reversible. It's not a huge chunk, but it is still me going in the wrong direction and me putting on weight. And how did I put on weight? Well, obviously the holidays. My lowest was November 1st when I was 280. And then I had my trip to Disney World and Universal.
Go ahead and feel free to check out my Everything I Ate at Walt Disney video, which is conveniently linked in the upper right hand corner and the little eye symbol on the screen.
Miami, and it was great. And when you're on vacation mode, you eat whatever you want as much as you want, but I cannot blame that trip for my weight gain, because even though I ate ridiculously, we did so much walking around Disney and the parks that it didn't matter, because when I came back from my trip after the waterway was gone, I was right back down to 280. So the trip, that didn't factor into it at all. But what did factor into it was Thanksgiving right after. And then December, my mom came up. She came up for like a few weeks in December and cooked me all the foods that I wanted and bought so many like snacks and cakes and goodies, and my sisters. My problem is that I can have self-control when I'm by myself, but when I'm surrounded by people and they have like lots of like snacks and goodies around them, I cannot help myself but to indulge. I cannot help but say, oh, okay, you have these chips, I'll have a few. Oh, that cake looks really good, I'll have a bite or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Oh, that candy looks really nice, I'll just have some, I guess. And then it turns out into this whole big like, I don't want to say binge, because I'm not a binge eater, but it turns out into this whole fest of just overeating like for days on days and days and days on end. And on top of that, I wasn't working out. I gave myself excuses like, oh, it's the holiday season, just relax, eat whatever you want, don't even worry about exercising. When it's over and when New Year's is over, you can just go back to it and blah 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 blah. Okay, so they were here all of December, and then, you know, there's January, New Year's, whatever. After the first week of January, everybody was gone. It was just me. And did I get back on track? Absolutely not. And why? Because we are all creatures of habit. We fall into a routine and we're used to it, and it's very hard to change once you've fallen into one. So I was in a routine of eating whatever I wanted and not exercising or taking any kind of accountability for what I was doing. So for the whole month of January, I kept saying to myself, oh yeah, I'll work out, oh yeah, I'll work out, oh yeah, I'll do this, oh yeah, I'll do that. And every day it turned into overeating and just lounging around, not doing anything, not going anywhere, just like relaxing and being on full-on vacation mode. And that is essentially how I gained my 8 pounds over the course of 2 months. So the 8 pounds, it's not all weight gain. I would say about a good solid 4 pounds of it is most likely water retention. So I probably actually gained only about 4 pounds, maybe like 2 to 4 pounds, something like that. But either way, it ain't cute. It needs to go somewhere. I don't want to fall into that getting off the wagon thing and staying off the wagon. I don't want to eventually wake up and have gained 50 pounds all over again. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to share with you guys what my plans are for getting back on track and making weight loss happen for me again. So for the month of February, I plan to, first of all, upload on my YouTube channel twice a week for weigh-in Wednesdays, and then again on Saturday or Sunday for what I eat in a day, just as a way to keep me accountable, just as a way to keep me focused. I would like to eat no more than 150 grams of carbs per day, which to some of you may sound like a lot, but for me it's not. I'm not keto, I'm not low carb. I eat moderate carbs, and for me, I need the carbs because I do a lot of weight training, and the carbs give me the energy that I need to get through my weight training workouts. I plan to do, or hope to do, cardio any day that I'm not working. I would love to do weight training every night, 5 times a week. That's glutes, core, back and chest, arm, and leg day. I would like to lose 10 pounds, which sounds like a lot, but for this situation, for this month specifically, it's not. Because like I said, I'm retaining about 4 or 5 pounds of water weight. So once that flushes, I'll just need to lose like 5 pounds of actual like fat. So for this month, 10 pounds is not far-fetched, but for every month in the future, just 5 pounds. I would like to chug water every day as much as I can. I basically want to be a fish and just live in water and just drink as much as I can. It's the only way to get rid of my retention. It sounds counterproductive or counterintuitive, but the way to get rid of water weight is to, in fact, drink more water. I would like to eat no more than 1,850 calories per day, which again may sound like a lot to some of you, but for my age, height, and weight, it's not. I use a calorie calculator, which I'll link down below, where you plug in your age, your height, your weight, your gender, and your activity level, and it tells you how many calories you can eat to maintain your weight, lose 0.5 pounds per week, a pound, and 2 pounds per week. And so for me, I can eat up to 1,900 calories and still lose 2 pounds per week, which is bang on what I would want to be doing. So I don't want to eat any more than 1,850 calories per day. I need to resist the temptation to over snack, which is the big one for me. That's the one where my self-control goes out the window. If I have guests over or family over, I simply cannot fall into that habit where I mindlessly snack on whatever they have around me. I need to learn to say no. I need to learn how to close my mouth and know when enough is enough. And if it's to the point where I just can't control myself at all, then they just can't bring that stuff around me at all. Leave it at the door or don't come over, whatever. I need that to stay away from me for me to get back on track. Don't be afraid to do what needs to be done to get yourself back to where you need to be. I need to I want to adopt treat meals instead of cheat days. Cheat days are the worst thing that you can do for yourself. It's one thing where you have a treat meal where you allotted this to your calories. It fits within your calories for the day. You've been good all week and you want that burger from Shake Shack. You want that slice of pizza. You want that taco, whatever. If it fits into your calories for that day, for that meal, then go ahead, do it. You have to treat yourself. You have to eat in a way that you can maintain. But what you cannot do is have full-on cheat days where you eat whatever you want all day and have no limit for that one day. It is going to reverse all the progress that you made for the week. So I want to get into the habit of doing treat meals and not cheat days. I want to have 400 active minutes per week. I think it's recommended that you get 30 minutes of physical exercise a day, and that equates to about 210 minutes of physical activity, but I want to go double that. I want to do 400 minutes of physical activity per week, and it's not too much for me. It's not a lot for me because I've actually been back on track for the past week. Last week I did 422 active minutes, and I will insert the picture right here so you can see. So yeah, I want to do 400 minutes of active physical activity, which should not be hard for me because when I do cardio, I do 36 minutes of cardio, and when I do weight training, I typically go for a full hour, maybe sometimes a little more, so it shouldn't be hard. And last but not least, one of the most important parts is if I know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, if I know that I'm eating the way I should be eating and I'm doing my workouts the way I should be, if that does not reflect on the scale, I cannot beat myself up about it. There are any multitude of reasons for why you could be up 2 or 3 pounds on the scale. You could be retaining water, you could be on your period, you could have, maybe you ate too many carbs or sodium that day, maybe you've done an extreme workout where you're doing weight training and you're doing something and your body is holding on to liquid to recover your muscles or whatever. So as long as you know what you're doing, that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, as long as I know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, that I'm not going to fret too much about the scale, because I don't want to get obsessed with the number on the scale. I don't want to fall into the pattern where I have before, where I get completely obsessed with the scale. Yeah, there was one point in time in my life where I was weighing myself every single day, and if I didn't, I would get super anxious, like I had to. I was completely obsessed. I never want to be that again. All right, so those are essentially my goals for February, and I hope that I can meet them. And we're gonna go ahead and get into the weigh-in portion of this. I'm gonna give a prediction for my weight. I was 288, and honestly, even though I've been back on track for the past week and a half, I'm gonna guess that I'm probably still 288, or at the very least probably 286, simply because I only just started doing my weight training and stuff again. So my muscles are very inflamed right now, and they're like very sore, and they're most likely holding on to a lot of liquid, and so that they can recover and whatnot. So maybe I put on a pound of muscle that I had lost that's coming back. Maybe we can be wishful here. So I'm gonna guess that it's 288 or no lower than like 286. So I'm gonna go ahead and insert this clip. Here it is right here. Good morning, you guys. It is approximately 9:30 a.m. on this Wednesday morning. I just woke up about 10 minutes ago. So I'm about to get up and weigh myself. So let's see how much I weigh. Okay, now I am completely naked and about to step on the scale. Okay, it is saying 286.2. If it'll make out. 286.2. Okay, so as it turns out, my prediction was right. I predicted that the very least that I would weigh would be 286, and I was right. So I am happy that some of the weight is finally coming off, but there's still so much more to come off before I'm back at 280 where I was. So I will continue to work hard this week, and we'll see how it's looking next week. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching my video. Be on the lookout for my next video, which will be out on either Saturday or Sunday, for what I eat in a day to lose weight. And also, you guys do not forget to enter into my Valentine's Day giveaway, which is going on right now, which will be like in the corner or one of these corners, the little eye thing, and I'll also link it below. It's a Valentine's Day giveaway, and I will be giving away Burberry things and some adult things, so you want to make sure you enter in that, ladies. The giveaway ends on February the 10th. Make sure to like, subscribe, thumbs up, follow me on Instagram, all those great things, and hopefully I can meet my goals. And I would love to have you guys here to watch me while I sink or float. So thank you so much. Love you. Bye.